Nutrition is very important to human life, and nutrition starts when you're born with either formula feeding or breastfeeding. With breastfeeding has so many benefits. You have a healthier baby and a healthier mom. It's cheaper. There's so many benefits, but so many people don't believe that it's a good idea to breastfeed their babies. They would rather give them formula. But breastfeeding is the best option to help have a healthier baby. First off, a benefit, breastfeeding is so much cheaper than formula. You don't have to pay anything to breastfeed your baby. Formula, you can pay up to $800 a year, according to the National Resources Defense Council. People pay $800 a year for formula when you don't have to pay anything for your own breast milk, and the breast milk is better for the baby. You also save money in the medical area. Children who have been fed with formula, the parents can have up to $68,000 in medical bills within a 6-month period because the formula doesn't have as many nutrients and doesn't help fight as much as breast milk does. Whereas if your baby is nursing, in the same amount of time, the parents have only paid about $4,000 for medical expenses for the baby. That's a huge difference, and all it takes is to just breastfeed. You save money in medical bills and in formula. But the cheapness is not the only benefit. It also benefits the baby's health. The babies who are breastfed have a reduced risk of a lot of chronic conditions like type 1 diabetes, celiac disease, and Crohn's disease, according to Lucia from Fit Pregnancy. So this is making a better life for your baby and helping protect them from these diseases that are really bad and uncurable. You can't cure type 1 diabetes. And it's something they would have for the rest of their life, and it makes it difficult to live with. So why wouldn't you want to just breastfeed your baby to help protect them from these extra things, whereas formula doesn't help at all? Formula also has unnecessary additives and chemicals. It comes in a dry powder and you make it into a liquid. So if it's changing states and as long as formula is good for, you know it's not really good for the child because it's not going to be fresh and have as much nutrients and without additives as breast milk does. Breastfeeding children, 20% had a 20% lower risk of dying between 28 days and 1 year, from babycenter.com said. That's a 20% lower risk just by breastfeeding your child of them dying within the first year of their life. Why wouldn't you want to do that to help your baby? It's as easy as just breastfeeding. You don't even have to necessarily breastfeed as long as they drink breast milk. If you don't want to nurse, you can pump. These things can help your child and save you from a very difficult emotional process. But the health benefits don't only go to the child when breastfeeding. It is also good for the mothers. How many times do we say what's good for one is good for another? If it's good for the baby, it's good for the mom too. You can burn calories by breastfeeding. That's something every woman wants to do. It doesn't matter what size you are, especially after just being pregnant. You want to snap those calories out. Breast milk contains 20 calories an ounce. If you feed your baby 20 ounces a day, That's 400 calories gone, according to Lucia from Fit Pregnancy. That's 400 calories that you have burnt, and all you did was breastfeed your baby. You helped your baby and you helped yourself. Why wouldn't you do it? It also helps protect you from diseases just like it protects your baby. The longer you breastfeed, the more protected you are against some types of cancer, like breast and ovarian, according to babycenter.com. That's 2 common cancers that have killed so many women, and if you just breastfeed, that can help you protect you from that and make you stronger and be there longer for your baby and your family. With so many benefits to breastfeeding, why aren't people breastfeeding? Why not try it? It's going to help you. You'll save money on not only formula, but also on medical bills. Medical bills hurt so many families because a lot of people with families are in the middle to lower class, and they can't afford these high medical bills up to $50,000. And that's just within like the first year of their child being born. And that's a huge financial burden. But you could save money by breastfeeding, and you don't have to go out and buy the expensive formula. You're also saving on the bills by having a healthier baby by breastfeeding. Healthy baby equals a healthy mom as well. You're both protected against various diseases, you're both happy, and it gives you a special connection between you and your child. Overall, breastfeeding is a much better choice over formula feeding your child.